Emily had always been the kind of girl who colored inside the lines. The kind who showed up on time, said thank you even when she was hurting, and believed that if she did everything right, life would reward her with a gentle kind of happiness. In her little hometown, where everyone knew everyone else's story, she grew up believing that love was supposed to be simple. You meet someone, you give your heart, and you build a life. But life, Emily would learn, wasn't quite so tidy. The first time Emily fell in love, she was 19. It ended quietly, with a text that said, "It's not you." The second time, she was 26, and it ended less quietly, with tears, raised voices, and a feeling that maybe she wasn't built for love after all. By the third heartbreak, Emily no longer cried. She just packed her things, drove home to her small apartment, and told herself that she'd had enough. Enough of believing, enough of hoping, enough of being the girl who always gave too much. From then on, Emily built walls, not the obvious kind, but the quiet, polite kind. She smiled, laughed at the right moments, and went out when her friends insisted. But her heart was on lockdown. She told herself she didn't need anyone, and for a while, she believed it. Then came Michael. Michael wasn't from her town, but he had the same small-town honesty about him, the kind that showed in his voice when he spoke about his mother, or in the way he still called his best friend from childhood every week. He was kind, but not perfect. Confident, but a little bruised. The kind of man who had been through his own share of heartbreaks and learned to stop expecting too much from love. Emily and Michael met in the most ordinary way at a mutual friend's barbecue and spent the entire evening laughing about things that shouldn't have been that funny. Michael was easy to talk to, easy to trust, even though Emily had forgotten what trust felt like. At first, Emily tried to keep him at arm's length. She told herself not to read too much into the way Michael looked at her, or how he remembered the little details she mentioned. She had been here before, had believed before, and had the scars to prove it. But Michael was patient. He didn't try to pry open her heart. He simply stayed near, showing up in small, consistent ways. A morning message, a coffee waiting for her after a long shift, a quiet understanding when she hesitated to talk about her past. One evening, when autumn had just started to paint the leaves gold, Emily and Michael sat by the lake outside town. Emily told him,
"I don't know if I still know how to love without waiting for it to end."
Michael didn't promise forever. He just took her hand and said softly,
"Then we learn together."
It was the gentlest promise Emily had ever heard, and somehow, the most powerful. For the first time in years, Emily let someone in. Slowly at first, like testing the temperature of water. But then, little by little, her laughter came back. Her softness came back. The girl who had built walls began to build something else, hope. And when Michael told her that he had once stopped believing in love too, Emily realized something profound. They hadn't found each other by accident. They had met at the exact moment they were both ready to begin again. They still argued sometimes. They still had fears. But they learned to speak, to listen, to stay. And one quiet morning, as they watched the sun rise over the hills, Emily realized that love wasn't about being unbreakable. It was about finding someone who helped you piece yourself back together. Emily wasn't the small-town girl who followed every rule anymore. She had learned that life doesn't reward perfection, it rewards courage. And sometimes, courage looks like opening your heart again after it's been shattered. So Emily smiled at the man beside her, her hand warm in his, and whispered a truth she never thought she'd say again.
"I trust you."
And just like that, after all the guarded years, love found its way home.